All right, time to check out some surface area of cones. Cones are kind of funny because cones, unlike cylinders, don't have two circles. They have one circle. Remember, a cylinder had a circle and another circle at the other end, and then a rectangle that wrapped around between them. Well, if you were to unfold a cone, it looks like this. You get only one circle. Then your wraparound looks like this. It's kind of like a part of a circle, but I don't know. It doesn't really have a name. I call it the little fan. So you have to find the area of this circle, and the area of this, they call it the lateral area, the lateral side, lateral face. We'll add them together. So if you remember, a cylinder had two pi r squareds because it had two circles. Well, a cone only has one. So here's our formula for a cone. I prefer this formula right here. Surface area, SA, is equal to pi times radius times L, which is the slanted height, the height on the outside edge of the cone from the point down to the side, the slanted height. Notice it kind of goes diagonally here. So the lateral area is pi times radius times the slanted height. Sometimes you'll see it as pi rs for slanted height, L for slanted height, S for slanted height. They use different variables for it. I'm not sure why. So there's your area of your little fan plus 1 pi r squared, because there's only one circle in the cone. It doesn't have two. So sometimes it's pi rl plus pi r squared. Sometimes it's pi rs plus pi r squared. Just know that the L is the slanted height, S is the slanted height. It's not the height that goes through the middle of the cone down here. It's not the actual height of the cone. We use that when we do volume. We do H, height for volume. We do not use that for surface area. So let's take a look at it. Here we've got ourselves a little cone. 12 is the radius. 18 is that slanted height, L. Notice they give you the dotted line through the middle, but there's not even a measurement on it, so you don't even need it. In fact, you don't want it. If you did get that dotted line perfect height, perpendicular height, instead of the slanted height, well, check out that shape. That's a right triangle. You'd have to use a Pythagorean theorem. Remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared to get the slanted height. We won't have any of them, but that is a possibility as you move forward. So let's put some numbers in here. Surface area equals pi 3.14. Remember, use 3.14, please. Times the radius, which is 12, times the slanted height, which is 18, plus pi again, times the radius, which is 12, this time squared. This part of the formula finds the lateral area. This part of the formula finds the circle area. And we add those together. So, handy dandy calculator, 3.14 times 12 times 18 plus 3.14 times 12 squared. Gives you a grand total of 1,130.4, and these are feet, and area, even as a three-dimensional figure, its area is always squared. Surface area equals. All right, just using a new formula and a new measurement, that slanted height, the L or the S, as some books or websites call it. Okay, one more. Of course, you know that this one can't be quite as easy. Given this red pink line all the way across the bottom here, that means that this 7 is not the radius. What is it? It's a diameter. So 7 is not going to be part of our problem. We need a radius here. So if the diameter is 7, radius is half of that. Radius is 3.4. And that slanted height is 21. So fill some numbers in here. 3.14 times the radius, 3.5, times the slanted height, 21. Plus pi again, 3.14, times the radius, 3.5 squared. All right, give me a second to type some buttons here. 3.14 times 3.5 times 21 plus 3.14 times 3.5 squared equals, I'm going to write this all out first, 269.255. And there was no direction here, but I'm going to give you the direction like I always have, which is round to the nearest hundredth place. The reason we round to the nearest hundredth place is because the decimal for pi we use is rounded to the hundredth place. So we're just staying consistent with the rounding. This got rounded to hundredths because remember pi goes on forever. So we'll round this to the hundredths place. I'm going to cut this off right here, and this 5 takes that and rounds it up. So my surface area for that tall skinny cone is 269.26, and these are meters squared. All right, surface area of a cone. There's your formula. Work it out.